And welcome to the CLV Exhibition Race Challenger League Virtual, the second league down in the Sunday League Virtual Series. All these teams representing basically new owners except for Rick Ware Racing, the junior team to Spire Motorsport, owned by Hadmenica. All the settings starting at 4 for speed, acceleration, turbo, and grip for these cars. Sunday League Virtual at 5, and Journeyman League Virtual, the bottom league, starting all at 3. Everybody equal right now to start the brand new season to the brand new league. Rosim and Musa, Rick Ware Racing's drivers for the season. Rosim, storied SL driver, CL champion, winning driver. Musa, 3976. Rosim taking the first spot as a signee. No, they were both drafted. But Musa making his UR2D Racing official league debut. Rich Energy Virtual, owned by Priya, formerly Abyss, racing in her own team, drafting ProLime 4. Polish national racing team Orlen, owned by Rito. Swistak signed, another fellow Pole, and Applamazing, the lottery, the game designer himself, putting himself into the draft, and Polish NRT Orlen, code POL for the season. Won the draw for Applamazing. Very excited to have him in his first ever official series on the game. Talento Rojo, owned by Kamikaze, racing in his own outfit, joined by Juan and Velasco, another Spaniard. The beautiful yellow and red Spanish design with the with the wheels, the tires even colored for this occasion. I wonder how much it costs to get the rubber infused with the coloring. Pappy Pop Racing, the elusive senior Pappy, coming into the racing world as Pappy Vlad Richard 96, drafted in his team, the nice orange livery with the green helmets. Will we see Pappy on the CL track this year proper? That is still a mystery. Toad Racing System, from an amazing Mario-based livery designer, Toad. We have Toad Speed Racing with Golden Phoenix. Phoenix owning a SL team and a JLV team, but racing in the CLV. Auto Racing Matessa, owned by Cuba, the first entry by Cuba, the senior team in CLV, one of the few teams to have a CLV and a JLV stack. Nomskar and Julo picked for those and signed for those slots. A very strong looking SL team that would be. Let's see how they fare in the virtual world. Tour Racing Team, a new team by new driver Miku, signing Floyd McLovin Jr. That is our very our well-known Butterlord, founder of the Pacific League and owner of a SLV and a JLV team. So another driver who's smacked in the middle of the leagues, not on his own teams, but racing for another team in CLV. Hurricane Racing, owned by Cato, not that guy, and Corvid, not that guy, drafted in the first draft, and Corvid drafted in the second draft. So two lucky draftees. Corvid won the lottery of the JLV drivers to get the last remaining CLV spot. So good luck to him, as he may get to skip a whole a league on his progress up to SLV. The last team and the first team to actually sign on as a team was Scuderia Carmona Racing, owned by Arya Carmona, racing in her own outfit. Out of the United States, Suicide, the French CL legend and P15 regular in Sunday League, joining her on the grid this season. Let's get to it. We are going off to... I don't know how good the AI is in Edinburgh, so we're going to actually race. We're going to Greece. Classic Greece, 17 laps from our SL race earlier this season. Going to do 3-lap qualifying. Clear weather to quali. Full difficulty, 17 laps, and spectator mode on, of course. Let's do it. Let's see who looks hot to start the season. Oh, we didn't do visible quality. They're all separate. But man, take a look at these nice liveries on track. The Rick Ware. Nice split livery design. Taking from those NASCAR color schemes. My personal favorite, the HRT from Kato, with that nice hurricane symbol in the middle with the storm on the front. Really sleek looking. And this one is picture perfect for Toad himself. The TRS Toad Racing Systems. Not putting on a very strong lap though is Golden Phoenix. Corvid looking good with a 31.68. Oh yeah, that's best by a long shot. Namskar looking nice in the Matessa. Oh, look at that. That Rojo. Even zoomed out. Very striking. Nice work by Kamikaze in the livery department there. The thundery, stormy version of TOR, Tour Racing, by Miku. 32.83. There's a 4.3 by Arya. Not that guy, a 4.2. 2.8. Here we go into the 31s. It's Rosine with a 31.93. And Corvid with an absolute heater to take pole for the exhibition race. Here we go. CLV inaugural season. On the grid, Corvid and Rosine, the only two below 32 seconds to start. Amazing, right up there in third place in the podium grid spot. Suwasid and our second teammate from Hurricane Racing, not that guy, in fifth. Kamikaze for Talento Rojo and 6 Toad Speed in 7th. 8th is Aria Carmona, the second of 2 Scuderia Carmona cars. Pappy, the first Pappy Pop, in 9th. The Matessas in 10th and 11th. Namskar and Julo. Then Musa from Rick Ware in 12th. Juan and Velasco and Floyd McLovin Jr. and Miko 14th and 15th for Tour Racing. They're not going to be happy with that, nor are Priya for Rich Energy Virtual, with her and ProLime in 16th and 18th. Golden Phoenix coming in 17th for Toad Racing Systems, and Vlad Richard in 19th. Swiss Stack dead last in 20th. All right, here we go. It is Corvid holding the lead out the gate. Everybody in line. Kamikaze making a dash up the gut. Suwasid off the track, and that means that Kamikaze is going to climb the grid right off the bat. And look at this, even another push around the outside and through the inside on Amazing and Rosine into second place, and a brilliant start by Kamikaze in the Talento Rojo. And we've got Corvid now losing his lead on the harder tire compound. Kamikaze just running with it as if he has boost on or something. Rosine taking a slipstream on Corvid, trying to make some ground up and get into second place further down the grid. We've got Toad Speed and Amazing having a nice little battle there for fourth place. Now Toad looks to make a move on Rosine as he fell off the trail of Kamikaze a little bit. Corvid maybe trying to make a move on Kami with the slipstream, but with those slower tires, it's going to be quite difficult. Now, let's zoom on out and get a look at the wider grid. Back a little bit further, we've got Julo with some space on the rest of the pack as Amazing goes for a very nice turn on Rosine as they go into that wide hairpin section. And then our bigger pack here, we've got the Scuderia Carmenas sandwiching in between them Floyd McLovin for the Tour. Back up a little bit from his lower start. Miku has dropped all the way down to last place, so not a good race pace set by Tour Racing. Pappy still sifting around there, that 10th position. Juan and Velasco making a move around him nicely. Golden Phoenix there gains a little bit of ground after qualifying 17th. Not that guy, down to 14th. Proline, the top, Rich Energy, at the moment running 15th. Musa, the partner of Rosim, who's now down to 6th for Rick Ware Racing, mind you. Putting it real tight on that pass around Not That Guy and getting passed right back. Can't find a slipstream and is going to fall back a little bit on the tires. Vlad Richard in the Pappy Pops down near the back. Miku has passed Priya and Swistak on the hards. All the hard tire drivers a little bit further down. Of course, we'll see that start to even up and see some of these strategies come into play as the softs start to wear down onto their first lap that falls within the limits, the 6 laps. Tires lasting 6 to 9 laps here. Our top 4 drivers on softs. 7 out of the top 9 on the softs. Corvid, who had the great start and the great qualifying, sitting in 5th spot right now, our top medium driver. Nomskar and Julo putting a little teamwork together to climb up to 6th and 7th. Nicely done, a little tag teaming there from the experienced drivers in the IRL leagues, the real life SL. Kamikaze working on a nice lead. That grip is still holding on quite fine here. A little bit of drifting on the corners, but it looks good. These junior drivers in the CLV, a little bit slower than the SL to start, but seeming to deal with these twists and turns fairly competently. And the AI is driving quite nice here. Well set up as Arya takes a nice slipstream on Pappy into 10th. As Pappy will try and catch some slipstream and our drivers come into pit. Not That Guy won. Kamikaze of the first to do so. Apple Amazing is going to stay out another lap. That will put him in the lead for now. As you can see, it's not a great choice, as he's losing a lot of time on that turn. Probably some of the other tighter ones. And that's going to give Corvid the advantage as he stays out and becomes the leader of the race once again. As Apple gets the new softs. Let's see if he's going to come out. Well, obviously he's going to come out behind McLovin, but he is going to come out behind Toad as well. So he does lose a position, but not to anyone who's on the same compound as him. He's going to be able to catch up and pass Toad and Kamikaze likely, as Toad has switched now to the mediums. So Apley going for the outside pass, and what a defensive move by Kamikaze. That's excellent racing already in the preseason. Great defensive move by Kami, but it's not going to last forever as McLovin and Corvid are in the pits for their tires. We have Pappy still out, but only in 9th. He is going into the pits now. No, he's still out for another lap on the hards, but not making up much ground. Really, really slow. The hard tires, probably not the best choice on this track, but it looks like he's going to hit a hard and a medium. Maybe now we have 3 sets of softs coming your way for some of these drivers. Kamikaze's kind of worn out. No. It looks like it's just going to be 2 sets of softs stretched all the way. All right. Apple Amazing, your leader after the pit stops have been done. Looking fantastic. Now, what has happened with Corvid? That is the story. He is looking to last the long game as McLovin stays right in his slipstream and gets by him on the faster tire. Looking to play the long game on the mediums. Hopefully those softs falter. That's the strategy they're going for. But the softs seem to be holding up pretty well on this track. Not as demanding as some of the others that you will see on the full-time circuit. So I don't know if mediums are going to pay off. Toad Speed seeming to keep right up there with Apley. Razim has dropped off a bit. And the softs are still fairly healthy for Apley, but with 5 laps to go, they will be going the wayside. Toad Speed now into the lead. Down the straight. Keeping the speed over Apple Amazing. The grip seems to be about equal right now. And Toad just just putting it on, putting on the pressure, being a better racer outright. As you will see, like I said, those softs start to fall off. Floyd McLovin Jr., otherwise AKA'd Butterlord, doing a great job of staying right there with Rosine. Technically on a faster tire, but they are starting to wear down. Like we said, Corvid with a disastrous mid-race all the way down into 5th. Kamikaze not very happy with his position either. Trying to make up some ground, but Namskar and Julo, a great tag team effort from Matessa to get up into 7th and 8th place after starting, I think it was 11th and 12th. Suwasid, a decent showing, but Arya Kimona started a little bit higher, unless I got those flip-flopped. The ACR cars performing tragically average on what hoped to be an impressive debut on the track. Now, as we look back into the back of the pack, there is a 2-stopper. Not that guy and Kamikaze both have taken 2 stops. Pappy and the Rich Energies have made a little bit of progress, but their tires are falling off. Not that guy. Vlad Richard not in great shape there as Miko slides by him on a much better soft tire. Musa and Swistak still struggling back, way back, with the hard soft strategy in 20th spot. So Toad Speed cruising with 2 to go. Needs to hold that lead on Apple Amazing, which is just a second and a half, maybe extending after Apley was off the track. And here we go, last lap. About 1 second, Apley is gaining. The tires are both dead, but Apley has the slipstream and is going inside and pushes Toad outside. Now, is he going to be able to keep it as he's on the outside? No, he catches a little bit of grass. Toad Speed now in through the tighter hairpin of the track. Apley's softs just not holding on. The medium's paying off. The grip is not there. Apley is going to fall the wayside, and Toad Speed is going to take this exhibition. Rosime with a valiant battle to stay relevant and take a podium in the top 5, rounded out by your pole sitter Corvid and Floyd McLovin Jr. sliding in with the Tour Racing. For 4th place, Kamikaze ending up 6th, and Suwasid at the very last stretch pushes those mediums past Namskar for 7th spot, 8th and 9th to Matessa, and Arya Carmona rounding out the top 10. Golden Phoenix, Juan and Velasco, Pappy, the Rich Energy Virtuals of Prio and Prolime, not that guy in 16th, Miko 17th, Swistak gonna roll over in 18th as Vlad Richard takes 19th spot, meaning dead last for Musa and Rick Ware Racing. Congratulations to our winners. The fastest lap of 31:42, an absolute slipstream heater from Toad. Toad Speed? Indeed. Welcome to your inaugural CLV season. We hope you enjoy.